Hello, and happy Monday. I hope you had a fabulous weekend. We are coming off of a long weekend here for Thanksgiving. I hope that you were grateful the whole time that you were off, having 4 days to do what you want. Hopefully, if you were one of those people that had to work on those days where people got to go shopping and, just do all those types of things, that you catered to those who were off, I want to say thank you so much for you, because without you, we would not be able to have the opportunity to go shopping if we wanted to, when we wanted to, for as long as we wanted to. So thank you so much to all of you. Again, this is Monday. I'm so excited. I love starting a new week. Yes, it gets me in the right mindset when I have an attitude of gratitude. Mindset, as you can see from the topic, mindset is the root, the support system, basically, that will ground you. And there's 3 actions that you can take, and we will get to that in a little bit. It's essential for our emotional well-being to achieve self-awareness around our emotions so that we make better decisions on how we respond when we are triggered based on how we're feeling. Achieving self-awareness means taking time to really getting to know who you are, like getting to know yourself, being open to change because change is inevitable, and embracing that pivoting may be part of the process. In fact, it's part of the process that we oftentimes resist. Good morning. My name is Leslie Godet, and I am an empowerment coach. I help my clients achieve self-awareness around their emotions so that they can manage their emotions and, so they can handle their triggers, manage their emotions, and live a more positive life. So this week I want to talk to you about how mindset and how it is the key, the root to supporting you and keeping you grounded. But before I get started, let me explain what you can see behind me, which is what I like to call the triggers chart. So as you can see, we have triggers, emotions, responses, rewards. And this is a cycle. As you can see in the middle, I've written down, it's on repeat. This is on repeat every single day, people. It can be once a day, it could be multiple times a day, and it's going to show up. There's nothing that you can do about it. You can't pay your way out of it. You can't have someone else do it for you. You can't skip a day. It is what it is. It's life. That's what it's called. This is life. This is life on repeat, and the things that we do, things that happen to us. And what are triggers? So triggers are things like the anniversary date of loss or trauma. Perhaps it's a scary news event. We have a lot of that going on every single day. We see it focused on, repeatedly on our news, on our media outlets. And then it could be maybe it could be family friction. I don't know how your Thanksgiving went over this past few days. If you were able to keep all of that friction at bay and really celebrate what Thanksgiving is all about, which is being in celebration of your connections with those in your lives, your loved ones, your family, your friends. It could be the end of a relationship. Okay, it could be the end of a romantic relationship, or it could be the end of a really great friendship that's gone sideways. It could be things like overwhelm. So, we've got so much to do with so little time. We feel so little time. Now, look, there's 24 hours in a day. Everyone has the same amount of time. It's just how we manage that time is what will make or break our day, right? It will help us. So, and then there are things that you can do to manage that. It could also be feelings of isolation. So if you're that person who constantly doubts yourself, so maybe you have low self-esteem and you're isolating yourself from others, that also brings on other feelings, unworthiness, depression, things like that, sadness. Then you could have perhaps, it could be financial problems. So finances right now, a lot of people are focused on shopping for Christmas. And of course, with that comes a lot of anxiety because you're thinking, okay, how many people am I buying for? How many gifts am I buying each person? The quality of the gifts, how much money am I spending? Am I spending enough? Is it good enough? You get all of that going. That's a lot of pressure. So those are some triggers. And so then what triggers do is they fuel our responses, our emotions, the things that our feelings that happen when we are triggered. And those emotions are fueled, as I said, by that trigger. And what ends up happening is our emotions are driving our responses, meaning the things that we say and the things that we do. Now, typically, if it's a negative emotion, we typically will show up negatively. Sorry, my nose is a little itchy. We'll typically show up in a way where we are emotionally in a bad place. And the things that we say and the things that we do are not always going to be pleasant. They could either hurt someone's feelings or even undermine a success that we are, working towards, especially if it's in the workplace. So being mindful around this piece, that's the piece you can control. You have to learn to control that. You have to understand the triggers, understand what your triggers are, and understand that there's internal and external triggers and how they feed off each other, causing this emotion to drive your response being the actions that you take, meaning the things that you say and you do, and your reward system. So it's either negative or it is positive. So knowing that mindset is key is one of the reasons that I started my free Facebook group. And if you want to know how to get access to the group, just DM me and I'll send you the link. So now let's get back to this week's topic. Mindset is the root. It's the support system that will ground you. And what do I mean by that? Why do I believe that? Well, let's talk this out. What do scholars say about mindset? Growth mindset, learning mindset. Scholars believe that intelligence can be developed by having a growth mindset. Scholars believe that a person is respected and valued by their peers by having a learning mindset. In a study done by Mindset Scholars Network, they believe that students' mindset beliefs around learning in school, right? They have a mindset belief. Students with learning mindsets are more motivated to take on challenging work, persist in the face of setbacks, and achieve at higher levels. Mindsets are students' beliefs about learning and school. Students with learning mindsets are more motivated, as I said, to take on the challenging work, persist in the face of setbacks, and achieve at higher levels. Research shows that learning mindsets play a role in students' persistence and achievement in school. Now, scholars also believe that through growth mindset, intelligence can be developed. Think of it this way. If you're always open and willing to learn and you go out of your way to find ways to level up what you know, getting better, then you become more educated in that which you're researching to learn about, right? Scholars also believe that the sense of belonging is that a person is respected and valued by teachers and peers and fits in culturally in one's learning environment. Scholars also believe that with purpose and relevance, that is the belief that one's schoolwork, so we're talking about students, is valuable, and it works with anything, right? Is valuable because it's personally relevant and or connected to a larger purpose. So as I said, same thing applies to life in general. I believe this. So when you're open to receiving and allowing yourself to learn, thereby growing, becoming a better version of you, you start to feel better about who you are. It shows in how you, through your body language, because body language says a lot, it shows in how you show up in the rest of the world, meaning your world, your immediate world, people in your life, the circumstances in your life, that people will start to respect you more, including your family, because you are being open, you're being better, you have a learning mindset and a growth mindset. Now, I believe that this part also goes hand in hand with gratitude, because when you're focused on learning about yourself, having a learning mindset, thereby having a growth mindset, and you're willing to step outside of your comfort zone to be better, you start to appreciate all that you have, right? Including the relationships that you have. You learn to, and you start practicing gratitude, and you're more grateful for what you currently have because you are becoming a better version of you. So now let's get back to mindset being the root. As I said, the support system that will ground you. What do I mean? Okay, so mindset will keep you focused on what's happening now. It will support you in navigating this cycle and keep you grounded. Being grateful is super important, yes, but if you don't have the right mindset, you're going to find it very difficult to navigate this cycle that happens, this cycle of life, where you are all over the place. One day you're practicing gratitude and then you get triggered that day and gratitude goes right out the door. Now with mindset, it means having a strong self-awareness muscle for when you get emotionally triggered, so that you are self-aware enough to stop yourself knowing that you are being triggered so that you can make a better decision on how you're going to respond to that trigger. Again, self-awareness around how you're being triggered. So you're understanding, I'm being triggered right now, because you're self-aware of it. You've got those sensors in your body, in your mind, saying to you, okay, this is happening. I have one of two ways to go, right? Negative or positive. That's it. There's no middle ground. So I want to leave you with 3 things that you can do starting today to help improve your mindset. so that you can start strengthening your self-awareness muscle around this, around life, because this is what's happening every day. Good morning and thank you for joining. So this is happening every single day. And so here are 3 things that you can start doing today to help you improve your mindset. So number 1 is breathe. Simple, right? According to Success Magazine, studies have shown that by taking just a few minutes every day to sit and be quiet can open our brains and make it available for our most innovative ideas. So what you do is you sit or you stand in a quiet spot, your feet on the floor, okay, hands by your side or on your knees if you're sitting. Now just quiet your mind. Picture a place that's your ideal peaceful place, such as maybe a beach, or maybe you are someone who likes getting outdoors, you like to hike. Just breathe consciously and deeply from your belly. Now, if your thoughts start to intrude, like the project's due today, a late bill, I've got this appointment, I've got this to do, I've got that, just notice those thoughts, then go back to your picture. You don't have to be a meditation expert to do this. 5 to 10 minutes every day of quiet, deep breathing can also help us get back on track when stress levels get high and help clear our minds to come up with a better solution or next step to our challenge. So that sounds a lot like meditation, right? That's why I love to meditate. I meditate every single day because it centers me, it grounds me, and allows me to have a more focused and purposeful day. It gets my mindset right. So the first tip is breathe. Number 2, self-talk. Our words matter. Cannot stress how important this is. Have you ever gotten up in the morning and you've looked outside, the sky was gray and cloudy, or it was cold and rainy, and you automatically felt this is going to be a bad day? It's like there was just a chain of events that started happening right away because your mindset was there, right? I know I have, and I actually felt like that a few days ago. I'm not going to lie, because I did, but because I've strengthened my self-awareness muscle, I've learned how to get myself out of that funk, those types of funks. Now, when you say that you're going to have a bad day, more often than not, it's guaranteed to be a bad day. Why? Because your mindset's already determined that for you. You've already made up your mind that it's going to be a bad day. Our thoughts, the things that we say to ourselves up here, with our inner villain narrating, by the way, are very powerful. Our negative self-talk creates our feelings, which leads to our actions and our behaviors. Our emotions leads to our actions and our behaviors, the things that we say and we do, that will in turn determine whether or not we have a good day or a bad day. So if something happens, you already are saying, yeah, it's going to be a bad day. So you've already got yourself in that mindset. And then then something happens, something triggers you, and you just go down that path to guilt, shame, and regret, because guess what happens? You end up saying something or doing something that you usually will regret later once you've had time to cool off and think about it, right? And then you got to go back and fix it. We have the power to choose what we think about, what we say to ourselves, and what we choose to believe. And if we take the power back, knowing that we can choose what we think and say to ourselves, that's one of the most powerful ways we can take charge of our lives. So take 5 minutes every morning to make sure that your thoughts are positive. Start your day with an attitude of gratitude so that you can navigate your day with the right mindset. So number 2 is self-talk, very important. Number 3, set the intention for your day. Before you leave in the morning for work or whatever it is that you're doing, set an intention of how you want your day to go and how you want your day to end. Really think about it. Have you ever thought about, how do I want my day to go? How do I want my day to end? How do you want the actions you take today to make you feel when you're emotionally triggered? Because this is going to happen regardless of whether you are prepared for it or not. How do you want to feel about your interactions with others in your lives that you interact with today? What do you want to accomplish today, and what can you do to move that forward, to make that happen? In other words, what is one thing that you can do that will make you feel better at the end of the day, knowing that you did your best to navigate your life, especially when this happens? Can you think of it? I'll give you a clue. Gratitude. Simple as that. Practice gratitude. Now, I know it's going to be hard. I'm not going to lie to you. It will be hard when you are emotionally triggered to get to that place of gratitude, because you're not thinking about it. You're like, oh, I don't want to be grateful right now. I'm pissed off or whatever. But if you can stop yourself mid-emotion and remember something that you are grateful for, it could be that one thing that helps you show up as a better version of you in that moment in what you say and do when you are emotionally triggered. Because when you focus on being grateful, guess what? You're not focusing on the things that you don't have. You're not focusing on things that you're upset about or being unhappy. No, you don't focus on good and bad at the same time. You don't focus on, oh, I'm grateful for this, but this. No, you're not. You're focusing on good things. You're focusing on good things, and it makes you happy when you're focusing on good things. So practicing gratitude is really super important. So let's go through those one more time. Number one, breathe. Take some time, 5 minutes, just to get yourself in that quiet space. And just think about, while you're in that space, consciously breathe deeply and notice, even if you notice that your thoughts are coming in, just notice them and release them and say, okay, that's it. Go back to your picture. And just 5 or 10 minutes of quiet, deep breathing every day can actually help you get back on track when stress levels get high, and helps clear your minds to come up with a better solution or next step to your challenge. Make sure that your words, the things that you're saying to yourself up here, because our self-talk does matter. Make sure that what you are allowing to be your truth is not your inner villain's interpretation of what your truth is, but what your inner hero is interpreting your truth to be. So take 5 minutes every morning to make sure that your thoughts are positive and start your day with an attitude of gratitude so that you can navigate your day with the right mindset. And number 3, set the intention for your day. Before you leave every day, set the intention of how you want your day to go and how you want your day to end. So if you've been listening to my lives for the past couple of weeks, you'll know that I've been working on and talking about my new program that's going to go live in January, and that sign up will be available starting in December. Well, guess what? It's December. I'm super excited too. I'm super excited to announce that my 90 Days Accelerator program to manage your emotions and master your life is now open for enrollment. If you are and have been allowing your emotions to manage you for a long time and you're ready to take back that control, then this may be just the program for you. A lot of reasons why people have so many issues around how they navigate this cycle is because of one major emotion that affects everything. That emotion is fear. I'll give you some things of fear people often are focused on. Fear of failure. Fear of success, fear of the unknown, fear of not having control and being afraid to be open to releasing, trying to control everything because you don't know how something's going to turn out. Fear that you're not enough or won't be enough or it won't be good enough. Fear of being judged. What will people think? What will people say? Will they criticize me? Will they think I'm crazy? Will they call me out? Will I allow them to talk me out of stepping out of my comfort zone and miss out on something great? And last but not least, fear of not being worthy or capable. Wow, fear is so powerful that it will stop you before you even start something, because guess who's in control? Your inner villain is in control and is managing your emotions that are managing you. If you're ready to take back your power, and I said, yes, it's your power over your emotions, allowing your inner hero to get to work so that you can start strengthening your self-awareness muscle and become more confident and in control and ultimately manage your emotions, how you show up in the things that you say and do when you are emotionally triggered. Because you will be, this happens. Life, that's life. Then click on the link in the title notes for access to my new 90 Days Accelerator program that I created for you so you can take back the power from your emotions and start living your life. In a few short weeks, we are entering not only a new year, but a new decade. Do you want to repeat another year with your emotions managing you, having to go back and fix things with one foot in the past? Because you know that when you've said and done something that has hurt someone or maybe even undermined something that you're working on, that once you've cooled off and had time to think about it, you have to go back and fix it, right? Otherwise, it's going to be eating at you. And the next time you see that person, you're going to be reminded. So you're always going to have to go back and fix things, always having one foot in the past because you're always looking over your shoulder, having to go back and fix things, which does what? Makes you to be even barely in your present, what's going on in your life today. And you have no hope of even looking to your future for what's next. So are you ready for more? Are you ready for more for you? Because it is your time to manage your emotions. It is your time to master your life. You've got this, and all you have to do is believe in you. So click on the link and let's set up a call to see if you are a good fit for the program. Spots are going to go fast and I don't want you to miss out. So again, are you ready to take back your power? Remember to navigate your day with an attitude of gratitude, because with the right attitude, it will put you in the right mindset for when life happens. I'm Leslie Godet, and I'm an empowerment coach. I help my clients achieve self-awareness around their emotions so they can handle the triggers, manage their emotions, and live a more positive life. I hope you have an amazing day. And remember, click on the link if you are ready to take back your life. See you tomorrow.